Which clarifying shampoos actually remove product buildup and hard water residues? Well, I'm going to share with you my top picks that work for all curly hair types. My name is Gina and welcome back to my channel. Here we talk all things naturally curly. I love simplifying things, helping you problem solve with your curls, and diving into the science of hair, including product ingredients. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go in order from the strongest shampoos to the more mild options, and we're going to have options from all different price ranges, drugstore to high end. The first one is probably one of the strongest shampoos that I've ever tried, and that is the Malibu Undo Goo pH 9 shampoo. pH of 9 is pretty high. When hair is naturally, I think, a 4 or 5, and the higher the pH, the more of that cleansing ability that you're going to get. It's pretty strong. This shampoo is designed to remove product buildup, hard water minerals, and kind of strip the hair to prep for color services and chemical services. So a lot of people will use this before their salon appointments. So it's definitely not something that you would use on a regular basis. You could, but just keep in mind that you are like raising that cuticle layer of your hair. When you're increasing the pH this much, you definitely want to be careful with this. I would avoid this if you have very high porosity or damaged hair, unless if you're just gonna do it occasionally, but it's going to remove everything. Any product residue, silicone buildup, any type of buildup from hard water minerals on your hair, this will take care of it. So this one's definitely very strong. It's protein free and doesn't really provide moisture at all to the hair. You're definitely going to have to follow up with a deep conditioner when using this. And I would even prep your hair with a pre-shampoo oil and or a primer or a conditioner before you use this product. So if you want to completely strip your hair and start clean, this is definitely a way to do it. Another option from Malibu C is their hard water wellness shampoo. This one's probably a safer option for you to use on a regular basis for removing hard water minerals. It's literally designed to remove hard water residues, build up on the hair. It can even remove product buildup. And it even says that it helps to prevent discoloration that can happen from things like chlorine and minerals in our water. If you didn't already know, minerals in our water that are naturally occurring, such as calcium and magnesium that are in hard water, can really build up and cause a lot of problems on your hair. If you feel like you have buildup or you have like a sticky feeling or your hair is very dull and feels brittle no matter what you do and your products don't really soak in, it could be from hard water minerals. It's the source of a lot of curly hair problems, and a lot of people have hard water and don't even realize it. And unfortunately, it's not something that can be just filtered out. You have to have an actual hard water softener system to counteract those minerals in the water. There's a lot of misinformation out there about getting rid of hard water minerals. But anyways, we won't get into that into this video. Basically, everyone can benefit from using some type of hard water shampoo, especially if you have hard water. So this is good to mix in every once in a while. I would use something like this maybe once a month or twice a month, just depending on how hard that your water is. Now this one is a little bit more moisturizing, like it has some more moisturizing ingredients, but it's still very strong. I would still follow up with a deep conditioner after using this, but at least the pH is not as high as the other one. So any hair type can use this, including high porosity. Also, surprisingly, the website says that both of these are color safe, I think because they are sulfate free, and I believe sulfate is one thing you would want to avoid with color treated hair. The next one is a drugstore option, and it's only about $2. I'm sure you know the one I'm going to mention. That is the Suave Daily Clarifying Shampoo. I was totally late to the game with trying this. I only tried this recently a couple of months ago, and my hair was definitely squeaky clean and it was dried out. So this does contain a sulfate. I definitely noticed my hair was drying. I've heard that they reformulated it and the new formula isn't as good, but this is basically just a clarifying shampoo. It also does remove hard water minerals though. So it does have that disodium EDTA, which is an ingredient you would want to look for. It does have a really strong fragrance that I don't love, but for $2, it's accessible. Anyone can grab it. Just make sure that you're deeply moisturizing your hair afterwards. So use a deep conditioner. Even after I used a deep conditioner, my hair still felt kind of dry. So I think I needed to use a stronger deep conditioner that was going to provide even more moisture, because I think I used one with protein afterwards, so my hair just felt kind of brittle. So anyways, it is a really cheap option. It's good at removing product buildup, hard water buildup, but it's definitely very strong. So because this one has actual sulfate in it, I would avoid it if you have color treated hair. Another strong but effective option is Olaplex number 4C. So this shampoo is unique in that it contains bond building ingredients, which actually help to repair the damage in your hair and prevent future breakage. So if you want to get your bond repair and your chelating and clarifying all done in one step, this would be the one to go with. However, I wouldn't rely on just a rinse off product for your bond building. If you do have very bleached hair that you're really trying to repair, I would use more of a leave-on treatment or their number 3 treatment. I feel like that's a little bit more potent than using it in a shampoo, but definitely good to incorporate bonding ingredients in all of your products if you do have severely damaged hair, so you could still benefit from this. It's very strong. It does remove hard water minerals. And it also says that it removes chlorine and heavy metals as well, which can also be found in our water. This does contain a protein ingredient in it, and my hair feels squeaky clean after using this, so I definitely have to follow up with a conditioner, and I would use a pre-shampoo treatment too to lessen the effects of that stripped feeling in your hair before using this. If you're worried about any of these being stripping, stay tuned towards the end because I am going to have some more mild options for clarifying shampoos. Next is one from Living Proof. This is their clarifying detox shampoo. I don't know if I've shared this on my channel before, but I actually really like it. I used it this morning. This one is unique in that it contains charcoal in it, which helps to purify the scalp and the hair. It says it deeply cleanses, removes product buildup and hard water minerals. It also says that it removes copper, which is also often found in water and can cause color fading, and it protects from color fading, so it is color safe to use with color treated hair. I would say any hair type can use this. I don't find this one to be quite as stripping. It is still pretty strong. I still usually follow up with a deep conditioner, but if I used a regular conditioner, it would probably be fine. I would consider the moisture level within this to be pretty low though. Next is one of my all-time favorites. This is the Ouidad Waterworks Clarifying Shampoo. I find myself reaching for this one the most, I think because it's very effective, but not too stripping. Like my hair doesn't feel completely like hay after using it, but it is still pretty strong. I still usually will deep condition after using this. This removes both product buildup, oil, and hard water minerals for your hair. I definitely recommend going with an option that does work for hard water, even if you're just looking for product removal, because if you're going to clarify, you might as well remove everything. And if you're not sure if you have hard water, just go with a clarifying shampoo that you know it does help remove it. That way you're good to go. But this contains some strong surfactants in it, but again, not too stripping. It has a couple of moisturizing ingredients in it, but I would still consider it to be on the low moisture side. No protein in this one, and it is safe for color treated hair. Finally, another drugstore option. This is the Mael Mongongo Oil Exfoliating Shampoo. It says it clarifies, deeply cleanses to remove product buildup. This does have chelating agents as well to remove hard water minerals. I think it's a little bit further down the list though, from what I remember. And it also has some proteins in it as well. Yep, so it has citric acid and disodium EDTA, which is lower on the list. So it's not super strong, but it is still compatible with hard water. It is a good option, especially from the drugstore. It's really hard to find a good shampoo, so this is definitely a good one. You could probably get away with using something like this once a week. I would consider it about a medium moisture level or maybe low moisture level. There are some oils in here, but I don't find it too heavy and it doesn't weigh down my hair. Another longtime favorite of mine that's also from the drugstore is the Twist Hit Reset Light Clarifying Shampoo. Unfortunately, I think Twist might be discontinued or starting to be discontinued because I've noticed it going out of stock on Amazon, which is where they were mainly sold. But some people have also found this at Walmart and at Target. I will link it for you down below where I can find it in stock. It's really sad though because it's a really great shampoo. This one only removes product residue though. I don't see chelating agents in this, and I've looked, but I could be missing it. I haven't seen anything though. It has aloe in it. It has glycerin, sorbitol, so those are some moisturizing ingredients, but this also has a sulfate in it. So it has ammonium lauryl sulfate, which I don't find that one to be too stripping or too strong. I usually will still follow up with a deep conditioner with this, and it mainly removes that product residue, oil, dirt buildup, and all of that. This does contain some protein in it. I would say it could work for all types of hair except for color treated because of that sulfate. It might be too harsh for your color treated hair. Another one that I don't feel like I've talked about enough, but I really enjoy, this is the AG Renew Clarifying Shampoo. This one's a little bit more gentle, but it does say that it removes hard water minerals, and it says it's ideal for swimmers, removes buildup, and it's sulfate free, making it color safe. But the chelating ingredients in here, I believe, are citric acid, which is a little bit more mild of a way to remove hard water minerals in here. It has some peptides in it, it has a protein, so that's gonna be good for those of you with damaged hair. I'd say the moisture level is low. It's not too stripping though or anything like that, and the lather level is high, just like all of these shampoos. I also have a discount code too for AG, making it a little bit more affordable, and any of these products where I have a discount code, I will be sure to include it down below in the description with all of the links. Next is another favorite of mine, and that is the Curlsmith Wash and Scrub Detox Shampoo. So this is different in that it's actually a scrub. So it has microfine particles in it, actually made from perlite, which is very fine. It almost feels like a very finely milled sand, but not too scratchy. It's not too harsh, which is nice. And I like that it doesn't have those plasticky beads that never dissolve from your hair. I've tried scalp scrubs like that just mat up my hair and it's awful and they don't come out. This does not do that. It does disappear, but you can use that to kind of exfoliate the scalp. So if you have a lot of dandruff, if you have dry, flaky skin, if you even have seborrheic dermatitis, I believe this can help with. I believe it also has some probiotics in it to help balance out the scalp microbiome, and it does say that it helps with that balance too. So if you struggle with excess oil or excess dryness, it can help your scalp kind of balance out a little bit. And it also has vinegar in it, which again helps with that scalp balance of oil versus dryness. It's protein free, it's color safe. I do also really recommend the whole detox kit because there's also a primer that works great before this and a really good conditioner that's very soothing that you can even use on the scalp after this. This one is very similar, and I don't think I featured this yet on my channel, but I do really like it. This is the Briogeo Scalp Revival Charcoal and Coconut Oil Micro Exfoliating Shampoo. So this one's actually in a tub, which is different than the Curlsmith one, which is in a tube, but this is a charcoal color. It does have charcoal in it as well, but it's also a scrub that dissolves and doesn't stay in your hair, and it's a very fine scrub. But it's interesting because it looks like a deep conditioner, but once you get it wet, it does lather up and creates a pretty good lather. I would say the main difference between these two is that this one has more oils in it, so it's going to be a little bit more moisturizing. You're going to feel more of that softness in your hair after using it compared to this one, which is pretty strong. So this one's slightly more moisturizing, but very similar formats in that it has that little bit of grit to it to help physically exfoliate the scalp. And if you want to see a way to chemically exfoliate the scalp, I'm going to be sharing with you a chemical scalp exfoliant on my stories this week on Instagram, so make sure you're following along. I am testing one out that you apply to your scalp before you shampoo that actually helps to chemically exfoliate away dead skin cells and product residue without using physical exfoliants like a scrub. So it's kind of like skincare for your scalp. So follow along on there because I'll be sharing there. But this is a pretty good one as well. It's in a tub format, so some of you might not like that. But if you still want to scrub, go with this one if you don't want the tub. Side note, Briogeo has been on sale on Amazon, so hopefully it still is when I post this video. I'll have the links down below. Last but definitely not least is the most gentle option, and that is the Bounce Curl Gentle Clarifying Shampoo. So this shampoo I find to be pretty mild, and that sometimes I still feel a little bit of a residue, so I have to shampoo twice, even though I usually shampoo twice anyways. But this one's definitely more mild. It has some oils in it, so it's not going to be too stripping for the hair. It has a few conditioning ingredients. I also see biotin on the ingredients list, some oils, and it has some more mild surfactants, still sulfate free, so it's going to be color safe and work for pretty much any hair type. I don't see where this one actually removes hard water minerals. I need to triple check. I don't think I see any chelating ingredients in this one, so it's going to be more gentle and mainly just for your product residue. I like the nozzle of this because that helps you really actually get the product onto your scalp and apply it more evenly. And if you have noticed that clarifying shampoos don't really do their job, it might be the way that you're applying it. I've talked about this before in videos about how to properly wash your hair, but you might want to try sectioning your hair so that way you're covering all areas, and really spend some time scrubbing your scalp and make sure you're covering everything and really getting down to the scalp. You can even use a shampoo brush. I usually will add in a shampoo brush, which helps tremendously, especially if you have stubborn buildup. And then always follow up with a deep conditioner if you are going to be using one of these stronger shampoo options. As always, I'm going to have all these products linked in the description box down below, and you can also check out the shop page on my blog where I categorize all the products that I recommend, including lots of different filters so you can filter down for your exact needs. So if you want something that is protein free, maybe that doesn't have synthetic fragrances, you can add those filters in when shopping for your products to make it really easy. And if you need more help picking products that are based on your hair type and your curl needs, I will link a playlist for you right here that includes all of my product recommendations based on certain categories. So if you're looking for anti-frizz products, anti-humidity, products for low density hair, I have done all of those videos. They're in that playlist right here. So check that out if you need more product recommendations when it comes to conditioners, more shampoos, styling products, and much more. So I will talk to you over there. Bye everyone.